And we are back. FOOS to Men, episode 3. What's up, Pocho?
Hey, what it do, what it is, FOOS to Men, Texas to the Bay, let's go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it. We're going to get right to it, bro. You dropped the video. Let's talk about it, bro. Bozo. What's up with Bozo?
Man, I don't know what's going on, my boy. I don't know what it is, dog. They always try to say we ain't nothing, but they're always thinking about us holding time and space. So what happened is, to give you a little context, is Bozo went on Cam Capone News. Shout out to him. Icon told me actually that he's a real one because you never see his face. So shout out to Cam
Interesting.
Capone News. Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's winning the streets. A lot of these podcasters were videographers before, I guess, because that's what Cam Capone, I guess, was before he did podcasting.
And where's he from, bro? Do you know where he's from? What section or what?
He's from Southern California for sure. He might be a Southerner or he's from Southern California at least. But shout out to Cam Capone. Bozo was recently on there. It's a really popular interview that he did, and it's he's talking about Southside Logo, his new album. So go check out that album for sure. You feel me? But again, he super hates on me. He calls me the Chicano Dalai Lama. He says I have no presence and that I shouldn't be down in the South trying to, bring people together, and everything he says he contradicts. And so I made a video. The crazy part about this video is I was just chilling with a homie, and he's a Southsider too, and he's like, dude, do you remember why this fool really hates you? And I didn't even remember because I was looking at this video thinking like, dude, this fool cannot get me out of his mouth. Like, he just loves the poach. Like, he just wants to get poached, And I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand if you're so like such a Southsider, why would you worry about me? Like, if I'm just like a dude with a man bun. And these are the things that's sad, bro, is that these guys always say man buns, but in my video I say, that this is a traditional style of the warriors of the Aztecs. And actually the slaves of the Aztecs were bald headed. So think about that when you're out there shaving your head. But I digress. But Bozo was basically saying that what I was doing was invalid, or that I had no presence in Southern California. But if I have no presence, Bozo, why do I have presence? And why are you bringing me up by name? Also, there's a reason for that, bro. And so, real quick, the reason why Bozo's really mad at Gold Toes and me is because when we went down south to do a cipher, in my video I explained this whole thing, but we go down south to do a cipher. He wanted us to check in with him, but we were working with Grammy Sugar already. We were working with Swifty Blue already, and there's those pictures where Gold Toes with Swifty Blue, and then we go work with Doughboy. The reason we didn't work with Bozo right away is because he was already having friction, and people in the music industry, you think that this going at people is going to help your career, but it also backs a lot of people away from you. Even me, sometimes when I speak my mind, it backs some people away from me, but I'm willing to take that because I feel like I'm on the right side of history. But for Bozo, he's on the wrong side of history because he's not doing anything. He's keeping the old going, trying to, but the old, it can't keep going, bro. So basically, jump in there. You're good.
No, finish your train of thought. My bad, bro.
No, I know, because I just be going. But so then, basically what happened is we were gonna double back and work with Bozo, but because we didn't get to him quick enough, you know what I mean? We didn't get back to him like the way he wanted us to, like a straight gangster Karen, bro. He started going this whole campaign against us because we didn't want to work with him right away. So basically, everybody, the main reason why this guy is mad at us is because we checked in with Swifty, and Swifty has better music, better fashion statement, overall nicer guy. Like I said, he does have antics like Bozo. So when we went down to South, bro, we didn't know all this. Like how you're getting surprised with all the Southern California drama. Like, what the heck is all this stuff? We were the same way, and so we were just trying to kind of navigate those waters. But by doing that and doing what we thought was the right thing, because we got Grimy, we got Doughboy, and we got Grifo, and then we're gonna get to Bozo. But because there's funk, we really didn't feel comfortable, and so that's just men conducting business. And so people in the future, I just want y'all to really think about when you burn bridges, how that's going to work in your overall career. And I wanted to ask you, Nino, what you think about the video I made.
Bro, I gotta tip my hat to you, bro. That video you made, I'm gonna be honest, bro. It was the perfect blend and the perfect mix of a YouTube hit, bro. You done hit what? How many views you got on there? Like 2,000-3,000?
No, we're almost about to hit 5,000.
Oh man!
Yeah, hold on. See,
hey. Okay, you got one, bro.
Let's find out. Let's find out.
Go ahead on the live right here, y'all.
4.4.
And
4.4.
how many subs you got?
And I have I have about a strong, bro. A strong my bad. They be changing a lot. I got a strong 4.321 right now. Oh wow,
Okay.
4321.
Hey, 432.
4,321.
Okay, so let me break it down real quick, y'all. For people that are biased, I'm not biased whatsoever. I'm going to say this. With a channel the size of Portal's, that's at 4,000. It's just easy regonomics, y'all. Easy bidenomics over here. But the point is, let me make sure I'm looking good over here, nice and crispy. Move me over. The point
Yeah.
is, 4,000, y'all. Look at this. 4,000 subs, almost 5,000 views?
Yeah, 4.4 right now.
Okay, we'll round
About
it
to be
up. 5,000 by the end of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a YouTube hit. That's what you want. You want to have more views. Well, I would say it like this, right? That's a good sign of a video doing very well when you have more views than you have subscribers. So I'm going to say this, and people might not like this train of thought, but I'm going to be honest. This is a non-biased situation just because I'm cool with Pocho, because I'm gonna hold his feet to the fire in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. But the point is this. When I saw the video, how Pocho broke this down, this is content creation 101. Hate it or love it, Pocho's winning, especially today with the video. He went on there with his opinion, great editing, and he also had some good comedy sprinkled throughout the whole video. And like I said, it had a lot of gems in the video. You said so many things, bro, that I thought were very on target, on point, and I'm gonna touch on one of those right now, bro. And I actually agree with you, and a lot of people might not. But Pocho, you said that you don't respect nobody that goes to prison. I've been saying that for the longest, bro. Like just you go to the pen, you're a pintero. To me, like you said, you got busted. You got caught. There's nothing to glamorize about the street life, the pen life, being in the pen, whatever. Mostly every person, especially, family members, friends, whatever, they go to the pen, they usually go back, bro. They get hooked on something, they come out, they're in the pen telling you they got all kinds of cars and investments and ideas. They come out, bro, and they do the same stuff and they go right back in. So I'm the same way, bro. Just because you go to the pen don't mean that you're extra special or anything. If anything, it means that you got caught. You're dumb enough to get caught, and somehow you're in that cell with a bunch of men. Nothing to brag about. And that ain't to throw shots at nobody. That's just the honest, that's just my opinion. So touch on that, bro. You said that, and I also want to say something else about Bozo in a minute, but your thoughts about that statement, very powerful. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I think that we are dealing with this food culture has created, it's like upside down. Everything is upside down.
Yeah.
What's good is bad and what's bad is good.
That's what the Bible says,
Crime.
bro. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Pocho, hold on. Hey, Pocho, hey, hold on. And then you brought the kids' Bible out, bro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you did it in a way, bro, that was very, I would say, respectful, with still some kind of humor to keep people's attention. But you brought the child's Bible that you said that you read to your daughter. I mean, that's honorable, bro. I like that. I'm a Christian, and people are mad on the last video saying, "What is this podcast? Christian, MAGA, like Chicano, whatever." We say what we want to say, basically. But Pocho has a kid's Bible. And I like how you brought that out and implemented that in the video, bro. I think that was a good touch. And you even had is it the full stick or the man stick, bro? What's the name of that stick you have?
Oh man, there you go.
You give it a name.
It's a food stick, man. I gotta pull it out for these foods, dog. Because man, you know what I mean. We gotta carry these and take care of ourselves, and we be hitting things at the park.
Okay. My bad, bro. I hope I didn't ruin your train of thought, bro. Continue with what I was asking you, if I can remember.
Oh no, yeah, and yeah, I brought this out because I didn't want to bring the actual Bible out, but I did want to bring something that represented the Bible, basically. And this is close, and so no, I just wanted it to be honest that a lot of people think that like I'm controversial, but the sad part is in this day and time, the truth is controversial, and so when the truth is
Yeah.
controversial, it's just like that's where we're the sign of the times. I've got on this mic and all I did was speak, and people are like in their feelings, but I just feel like that this whole culture of you're like to be tough, or like to be tough is to go to work every day. Like
Tell me about it.
yeah, like a tangent. Like when the hater world says forklift drivers, or that you got to get up at 6 a.m, bro. Like
It's
if we
tough,
have to
bro.
get up at 6 a.m, that's a grown man getting up. Getting strong. I'm strong. We get up. Exactly. We handle business, bro. And I got to go protect people in the morning, and I'm proud of that. And so I was just trying to say that we got to kill this narrative that it's cool to go to prison, it's cool to act tough, it's cool to carry guns in a way that's not responsible. I believe in carrying all that as long as you do it and respect this tool that we have.
You
And
have a
so
right. Amen.
yeah, and that freedom, but if you don't respect that freedom, I do think that you deserve to lose that privilege, So I just think that we need to keep holding these guys to the fire, these fools to the fire, so that the young men coming up know that it's not okay to go to prison. It's not okay
Okay.
to carry a gun without a license. It's not okay to act a fool and put it on the internet.
Oh,
And I just think that, like, how do you feel coming looking in from Texas
well,
into California?
Well, what I want to say is this, bro. I do respect Bozo. It's kind of like what you said on there that he makes good points, bro. You commended him, and I like at the end of the video, bro. Everybody needs to watch it. 30 minutes. I watched the whole thing. A lot of people else have as well, but the way you wrapped it up at the end, bro, like you kind of extended some kind of olive branch, and some people don't like it, but you did commend him. But you said something also where like he's a smart guy. You like the way he thinks, and whatever. Same thing with me. When I seen him, bro, I said, man, this dude, he got some good head on his shoulders. Then he goes into the gang politics, and that's his doing in his what he wants to do. But my point is this, bro. I think Bozo is a very smart individual. He got that gold and diamonds on the neck. I can relate. It costs money
Yeah.
to be the boss. I commend him, bro. I think he's someone that at least stands for something. I've heard his podcast before, bro. You said that his music doesn't do as well as he would like it to, but we'll talk about that in a
Sounds like
minute.
a gremlin. He sounds like a gremlin.
Well, like I said, the point is, bro, I want to ask you this. Do you think there's something somewhat commendable, bro? Because this is a kind of the thing that I kind of get from Bozo. Is there something commendable about him still trying to hold on to the old times? I'm not saying, of course, I'm against gangs, violence, and all that crap, but I do see something in him that wants to hold on to tradition, unless you think otherwise, bro. What are your thoughts about that? Do you think there's something commendable about him trying to hold on to the good old days, for lack of better words? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I feel that, yeah, I do. I mean, like, people always, if you saw in the video, I even gave like Icon props in behind closed door that he said he did want Bozo on the food
I saw
community,
that.
and that me and I said that me and when I knew that I couldn't be at the food community no more is when me and Icon said we both voted yes to Bozo, and that's 2-1, and Juan said no, and when Juan, the owner of the food community, said no, and he trumped both of our votes, I knew I was just a worker, and I'm not a worker, I'm a boss, so I had to get up out of there. But for Bozo, yes, there's a lot of things that he says are eloquently. He says it with passion. You can tell that that's why I wanted to work with him. And in my podcast and in this podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be like, men are critical but open. Like, I'm not gonna just keep saying negative things about Bozo. There are very positive things about him. He's a family man. He's trying to do
Hell
something
yeah.
positive overall. He is trying to stand up for his South, like Southern United Raza. And I think he came into the game coming out of prison and seeing like all these guys. And the truth is, respectfully, like Crook and CNG, they're not really from neighborhoods, but they're kind of making money off of this culture. And it's not things to say that they can't, because they're some of the best rappers out there. But I think Bozo confused them, thinking that they were trying to be gangster rappers when they were just kind of street rappers. There's a lot of guys from LA, bro, that aren't gangsters. They just grew up in the streets and they're
Yep.
rugged, like cooking them, but they're not that. But Bozo was trying to kind of say, hey, hold on, these are a bunch of studio gangsters, bro. I'm the real one. Let me get out there. And I wanted to support that. But when we didn't do it perfectly, that's where I lost my respect for him, because how can you, I advocated, I wanted Gotos to check in with him. I tried to get him an interview on the food community. And when G-Face said all this crazy things about him and that AI thing and the kid, the girl or whatever, I didn't make any videos on him. And again, for that, what do I get? Just like with Lefty, nothing but disrespect, dishonor and degenerate behavior. So overall, I still think he's a dope dude. And in the end, I did say, that I don't think there's anything that we can't come back from. But at the same time, it is what it is, and I'm standing on everything I say. So salute to Bozo, salute to his family, salute to his neighborhood. It is what it is. I do, again, one more time, I do stand on everything I've said in that video and everything I've said about you, bro. But at the same time, men can always, there's wars where people, all kinds of things happen, and they eventually shake hands and
Yep.
create a contract, make a good treaty. So if we can do that, I think they can. Hey, I was going to ask you, do you think that this will ever end, kind of this back and forth that's going on in California, like in terms of the YouTube yard of that?
Nope. It ain't, because drama sells, bro. and man has ego and pride, you know. And it took me to become a born again Christian. We're talking about Mr. Criminal in a minute, bro. He's taking a lot of shots and fires for being a
Oh
Christian, or
yeah,
he haven't even claimed to be a Christian. But the point is, men they act that way unless something happens in their life where they see the light. Again, like I said, I'm a born again Christian. Ain't no shame in my game. Ain't nobody gonna put me down for being a Christian. That didn't happen years ago when I first converted, bro. My whole hood, they didn't know what to do with me. But the point is, I'm an unashamed, loudmouth Christian. And the point is, a man, it takes something in a man's life for that for that light to go off where he's like, man, you know what? I need to change my ways. Maybe it's not my best interest to be always in warfare. Let's be honest. You kind of said it about being in the garden, the warrior, and all that, bro. What kind of man wants to live his life in constant warfare, bro? You know, I done been through the trenches and all that, bro. I want to relax, kick back with my feet up in the air with my wife and my kids, my dogs, a little waterfall going off. I love chilling in my backyard, bro. I love to be at peace. Again, like I said, we should always be ready at all times as men, but who wants to really live in a constant struggle and battle? So I'll say this, unless something happens to these podcasters and these rappers that basically makes them think different, they're always going to be doing the same thing, bro, because the Bible even says the heart of man is dark, and they're not going to ever seek the light or change unless something happens in their life. I would say get born again, religion, something, or, you know, like we talked about the last podcast about, you know, hitting rock bottom. So will it ever change? No. And that's just my opinion on it. I think it'll be like this, you know, for a long time. Let's segue, if you don't mind, bro. Swifty. I want to touch on Swifty real quick. I think Swifty Blue, bro, is probably one of, or if not the best rappers from Cali as far as now. Hey, salute Mr. Capone and all that too. I like Capone, but your thoughts on Swifty, bro? Because I think he's gonna make a return. I did a video on him. He basically, you know, got probation. I didn't think it was smart that he announced that he was off paper or on paper. My bad. What do you think about him getting on paper and his position in the role of Cali street rap? Go ahead.
yeah. So I think Swifty is one of the best rappers in California, if not the United States, for brown people. I mean, in
Wow.
this group, I'd say he's better than even King Lil G, Drummer, all of them.
He has a
has a better
swag, bro.
flow.
He has a swag and
Yeah, yes,
charisma. Let's be honest.
absolutely. His flow, his delivery, what he's talking about, how he can make things make things kind of poppy. His look. He's actually from Paramount. Paramount's right there. It's still part of like LA proper, really. So he's really from the area. And I like I actually like bump his music. You know what I mean? And even his little saying, the southern side, not the other side. Like I love that
Hey,
stuff, man.
let's
You know,
go.
like
Yeah.
the check-in was some of the best marketing you could ever have.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I didn't like about the check-in, bro, is that checking in among men has been something that we've done for ages. Everywhere I go, I check in with other men, but that's because I not because I'm forced to, because I want to, you know. So that's the only part that I was a little bit like, you know, and then his stuff, but he did apologize to the north side. I do
Wow.
expect Bozo and Lefty. Mark it here that Pocho said it, that Lefty and Bozo eventually will apologize. Like everybody throughout the history of this conflict has apologized to the North, but for starting starting that in their world. I'm not saying to starting the conflict, but a lot of these rappers, they started the conflict in their little world. They started the conflict, and so they need to apologize. Not to say that the South side needs to apologize to the North side, just that when you speak up as a rapper and on a whole group of people, you have to acknowledge it and apologize and keep moving forward. And so even though, you know, Swifty we don't follow each other anymore, like it's all good, like we've talked on the phone, I still support him, and I hope the best for him, you know. So I mean, what do you think about Swifty?
Like I said, I think, again, y'all, I don't even listen to rap. It's the character. I'm looking at the character online, and I've heard some of his flows, his music, whatever. With Doughboy too, the dude has a good flow. Even though I don't listen to it, like you said, bro, he is a younger generation rapper. I believe he has a swag, how you want to call it, personality, and the flow to back it up. I've said it before, bro. If I was him, Pocho, I would move out the city. Right? If I was anybody in that area with that opportunity, I would leave. Speaking of someone that somewhat did that, they're in Texas. Lefty, Gunplay, the way you said it last time, bro. He was getting the grill at Johnny Dang's, bro. And I'm gonna say this: shout out to Texas, shout out to the H Town in Texas. He's less likely to be hurt, whatever. There's no really gang issues out here. So I welcome him to Texas to come do business, and hopefully Lefty's learning something as he goes. They said he had a feature with Drake coming. I don't know how true that is, but I did see Lefty online getting the grill with Johnny Dang, and I was like, man, you know what? That's good, because I know in Texas, at least for the most part, he's safe as far as, the street stuff. Again, don't get it twisted. Look at one of the Migos. They got kicking back. Things can happen in certain places, but I do know that Lefty Gunplay, I think it was a good look for him to be getting the grill by Johnny Dang, bro. Your thoughts about when you saw that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm somebody that is okay, stays open, like even though
Yeah,
he said F me and F my people and all that, like in the end, I still like his music. I still think he can win. I still want him to win, but
yeah,
I just think that he should make better decisions, especially when you're that big, So it is what
he's
it
big.
is. I did like to see him out there with what was his name, Wolfpack. What did you think about that? Him catching a fade with what was it? A fan of not Mexican, a Mexican OT fan.
Oh, I didn't even know
Did
that's
you
who it
see that?
was. I saw the fade happen, but it's funny because I think Lefty posted it in the very end when he gets knocked down. They didn't post that part. Pretty interesting. But I saw that, I guess, Wolfpack, Brickpack. Did you catch that, bro? But at
Yeah.
the end, he got knocked down, but he got back up. Hey, Texas, no gunplay, nothing serious, caught the fade, got up. Everybody lived to see another day. Again, I'm against violence and all that, but let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes amongst men, especially men that are alpha level, street, whatever you want to call them, y'all, sometimes that's a means to an end, I guess. Sometimes that's what people do, and that's what they do. So I saw the video. To be honest, Lefty, if you're listening, I wouldn't even post that on my page, because that's the kind of stuff that gets your account taken down. That's just
Right.
how it works. That's kind of the first thing I thought, like, Dennis was going to get a violation. But I saw the fade, and I said, hey, they're getting it in, and that's what happens amongst men sometimes. And I thought it was a fair one, and I guess, for that kind of life, as long as nobody got really injured, maybe an ego or two. I mean, hey, I saw a lot of people in the comments saluting them for not going to the pistol play for, mutual combat. Go ahead.
Yeah, same thing. I just feel like I'm somebody that's still willing to catch fades, but I've learned that some of the men that I look up to are men that don't even won't even have that in their life
True.
really. And most men that somebody told me that as a father, the number one thing that you want to do is get away from any kind of danger.
That's how I am,
Uh,
bro.
Yeah, so it's not like you're not cool by going towards danger. You're cool by getting away from danger, because if you're the breadwinner, if you're the protector of your family, they
Man.
can't live without you the way that they can live with you.
And I could touch on
Go ahead.
that, bro. That's how I am. One of my friends, when I was growing up in the game, bro, he kept inviting me to go to this bar. I was a kid, probably 16, 17. He was known for the one hitter quitter. He went to the bar. Some dude owed him $50, bro. He hit him with one shot, bro, and unalived him in the parking lot of a bar. He's in prison for life, bro. So I always think about that. And to be honest, y'all, you never know what can happen in a fight. And I'm glad you said that about being a man, bro, because that's how I am, bro. To be honest, I am the breadwinner for my family, and I ain't got to be tough, macho, whatever, right? Like, you're right, bro. I need to put my family first. That's why I don't go out and about, messing around. I go somewhere, I get where I gotta go, handle my business, I'm protected, whatever. It's all good. But you're right, bro. A real man, I believe this. A real man is gonna provide for his family, work hard, and he's not gonna be in places that's gonna put him in certain predicaments to either catch a body, lose his life, or freedom. And people can hate all they want in the comments and say whatever, not gangster. I don't care, because I would rather be a father that's alive and free than a gangster in the pinta, right, with another man, with Leroy and whoever else in the pen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's how I look at it, bro. And that's what how real men should think and do operate. So shout out to working man. Shout out those that cut down on the lifestyle they lived to provide a better life for their kids, bro. Our kids don't owe us nothing. They didn't ask to be brought in this world. It's our job to protect, serve, and to provide for our families. And this is a real man, bro. My wife's in the front 15 years. She ain't worked in 15 years, bro. I'm in the oil field. I'm busting it. I'm making a lot of money. And again, I'm providing for my family. So I'm glad what you said, bro. That's what people need. If anybody hears us, y'all, that's the message you need to listen to. You know what? Being a gangster is one thing, but being a man, being a fool is one thing, but being a man is way better. And it's the place to be for me. Let's get to this, bro. I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire, Pocho. We talk about unity. I know you do, especially in your area. The Northerners, bro, they're making some videos, making some moves, no jumper, whatever, and they're throwing up the set, bro. And their videos and content is very aggressive. What are your thoughts about that, bro? I think that's again, I really don't know what to say, but it is aggressive and it seems like it's provoking, especially when they make music at different parks, taunting the enemies, bro. What are your thoughts on uh the Northerners doing such kind of content and music?
Yeah, so the I was on a podcast recently with Mudville, Tres, and Homie Hangout. Shout out to all of them, and I really liked how Homie Hangout said it. So there's like, so this guy Dub. A lot of people were trying to say that Gold Toes was part of like all this, like 50 Northerners and this and that. When he just went to go no jumper with 4 people, but basically we can't, like, there's all kinds of Northerners. There's Northerners that are down to work with other people. There's Northerners that are not. There's Northerners that fight each other. There's Northerners that don't. There's all kinds of, there's Northerners from the city. There's Black Northerners, Asian Northerners, white Northerners. So there's just so many. So I don't speak for anybody but myself. I would just say that portion of Northerners are still with the activities. They never changed, and it wasn't like they were open to anything. They've always been that way, and we've always
Yeah.
been disrespecting the South, all the way from 17 Reason, Dark Room Familia, all that. So it's a history of disrespecting the South, because in the North we fight Southsiders. We don't really fight ourselves, and so that's natural, I would say. But what I'm trying to say is, for the people that want to get away from that kind of gangster rap, dissing music, kind of negative energy, like the people that want to start doing things like Gold Toes is doing, I think there's room for those guys to do their dissing and disrespect, and there's room for like little what's the little one? The one that Gold Toes works with the guy from San Diego. Like, there's room for them
Grifo
to
or
do, not, yeah, him too, but the older guy that he's been working with, little one, I think.
yeah, little
Uh,
one, yeah.
yeah,
Southerner.
little ones. So there's room for that lane of people that want to focus more on like actual hip hop music, with a little bit of street, like Gold Toes did with Jenny 69. And I just feel like there's lanes for both of it. I think that it's not going to take us anywhere, and I think it's all played out. Basically, like, it's like the same thing with the Bozo thing. I believe this. There's a portion of the Southsiders that are trying to hold on to the past, and there's a portion of the North Side that are trying to hold on to the past. And the thing is, with the past, it's gone, people. You're living in the past. We are the future. I mean, Nino, American Pocho One, Gold Toes. We're the future, because we're open to it all and to really get into it. We can have conflict, we can have debates, but we can keep the respect up, and we can keep like the lines of communication going. That's why in the end of my video with Bozo, I didn't end it negatively. I ended it trying to say, in the end, there's always a way back if you want, and if not, I stand on everything I said. So I don't agree with that song. I think it's contradictory to say unity for just the North Side. I'm sorry, people, but if we're gonna have a unity, we need to have it all the way across the board, and just make it that we all are safe to move and migrate the way we want and work with the people we want, and stop worrying about the other man. Worry about you and the men, at least in your family, that you're blood related to,
Amen.
and your best friends or whatever. Not everybody. So I don't know. I hope that covers that. I did have another question about you and criminal, but we can wait till that
Yeah,
for
we're
that.
finna get to that next. I got a video pulled up with the numbers, but I'm gonna ask you right now, Pocho, in front of everybody. Do you how do they say it with the politics, bro? Do you denounce that video or that mindset that the Northerners are pushing, bro?
Yeah, I do denounce that. I always have. I don't. It's not denouncing it. I mean, I don't know if denouncing is the word. I don't follow their way of thinking. So I call them. I don't call them. I call them serenos. I don't call them scraps. I don't. I call them. I call them with respect. They call them suckers and scraps and all that, right? So we talk different. We act different. We conduct ourselves. I conduct myself as a professional, as a gentleman. I don't think that those videos are conducting them. All those diss tracks, even Rico Too Smooth, all of that. I just feel like the Northerners should have never got involved in this back and forth, but they are, and now they're going to go back of it. They'll make some money, but in the end, history will not remember them, and everybody else will make fun of them and laugh at them, and they will never be mainstream. They will just be another cult
So,
classic,
bro,
So absolutely, I denounce it in the way that I do not follow it. I will not bump it, and I will not support it.
and again, like I said, I want to make sure that you do say you're non-biased, even though you're working on yourself. But I wanted to put that towards the people to see what your thoughts were on that, bro. Not to try to put you on the spot, but just to keep it
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hell yeah. And okay, so let's get to the next one, bro. Well, there's a couple
Well,
things I want to talk
I
about.
wanted to ask,
Go
I
ahead.
wanted to ask you real quick, brothers, because I think that you have a really good touch on this. Why do you think people are being so disrespectful with criminal and wanting to move into Christianity. It's just such a weird thing to, when somebody wants to do something positive. I've never met people in the streets to just start being negative to somebody that's trying to do something positive, even if he's trying to. I think personally that he just is tired of all this back and forth, like how we're looking at this, like, and then he's like, man, he's been wanting to kind of do this, and I salute you, criminal. So what are your thoughts about this?
I'm gonna say right now, bro, whatever it takes to get to the cross, to get salvation, do it. And you know why? I could speak on this because it happened to me, bro. I'm looking right now at the Hater World. Shout out, Blue Devil. But he has Pastor Silverlake. I ain't gonna lie, well, this is a bad hat. This is a good title. Pastor Silverlake gets to hear what the public thinks of him. He has some call-ins. I listened to the video. It's 15,000 views, bro. Drama sells, and it's a pretty good picture, bro, of Mr. Criminal in a blue. Yeah, bro. These guys are something else, man. This I ain't gonna lie, bro. Blue Devil, he got it on lock, bro. He has really made a lane, bro. And I know Pocho and kind of don't get along. He salutes me, bro. I got nothing but respect for him, bro. At first, I was kind of tripping out on his content, bro. I'm not gonna lie, kind of not that I didn't like him, but I was like, man, what's up with this dude? I think I was following him when he was like 7,000 subs, bro. But I've grown to like the guy. I don't catch everything that he does. I'll drop a super chat in there. It's funny. All the people in this chat be hating on me when I'm in the chat, bro, but I don't see nobody else. There's a couple guys, right, that they even salute me. I don't see nobody else dropping a couple 20s here and there, bro. I'll be dropping some twanks in the chat, bro. And I even tell them, y'all back up Blue Devil. Y'all like the channel? Let's match a hundo. Let's match a couple 20s or something. And like I said, I digress. I am a supporter of his. I think he's actually doing something that's quite legendary, bro. I don't know if it's a party line. I don't know exactly what to call his channel, bro. He's pivoted to something that's pretty spectacular. Hunters on the live and, doing the request. It's a bag, bro. So I do salute him on that. And we be fools or haters to not, recognize what he's done, bro. He's actually paved the way in a big way for the Chicano podcast and just podcasting in general on YouTube, bro. Your thoughts before I talk about Mr. Criminal. Go ahead.
Well, no, I just wanted to, shout out to the Hater World. I think he's consistent. He kills it. I think he's actually calming down his hate. So I think he's trying to get to a place where he can be more sustainable. Yeah. I do think that his podcast people, like the people around him, aren't that powerful. And so they don't really, it's not the best mix. I think that he needs a stronger cast of co-hosts.
Good point, boy. Just imagine his team was stronger, bro.
To match him. Yeah, to match him, like me and him. Imagine me and him, dog. We would kill it. Or you and him. You know what I mean? Like, I just mean people that are different than him. When people don't understand that podcasts work when the two co-hosts are a little different. Like me and you are same, but we're different, And so I just think that he's killing it. I respect him. I still watch some of it, even when he calls me Panocha still. You know what I mean? I take it because I take it on the chin because I mess with him too sometimes. So it is what it is. I think we have like a kind of healthy understanding overall. Like not frenemies really, but that kind of vibe. But I do think it's funny how he's coming at criminal. Same time, I have to say that overall, the question I wanted to ask you though is, do you think criminal is doing this for a legitimate reason or to squeam out of getting straight just caught up and hated? Like he got caught looking like a sucker kind of.
Well, to be honest, I don't know, bro. Because like I said before I started going on a tangent with that, bro, this happened to me when I converted. Same thing, basically, well, not really the call outs, but my whole hood. I'll be in the party with my people with the Bible, and my best friend got drunk, started choking me, bro. Like my best friend, my ride or die. Because I'm gonna tell you something, when you become a Christian, bro, basically that spirit that's in you, right? The Bible says the Holy Spirit, it dwells in you. The spirits that are against it, bro, especially if they're demonic, they're not gonna like it. So if you look at the comments, bro, this is kind of spiritual. People know what I'm talking about. If you're a Christian, all these demonic spirits and entities that are following either channel, they're not going to like what Mr. Criminal did, bro. And like I said earlier, as long as you get born again, you become a Christian, in my point of view, that's all that matters. Following Jesus, that's all that matters at the end of the day, because the money and fame passes, bro. All that passes. But the point is, like I said, bro, is he doing this for clout or to avoid the fate or whatever? I don't know. But again, I'm going to resort back to my first statement. It don't matter, bro. As long as he truly puts his faith in what the Lord Jesus Christ did for us, died for us, bro. I mean, that's all that matters. They're going to always put you down. They're always going to clown you, say you're crazy whenever you become a Christian. Now, I know some people, bro, they don't like it. They call it, what they call it, a Christian. I forgot what they called it, bro. He's running to the Bible because he's afraid of a fade. Whatever. Like I said, that don't matter in my point of view, bro. My good name and reputation went down the drain, bro. I threw it away once I became a Christian, bro. That's what matters. So is he doing it to duck a fade? I don't know. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't, because that's between him and his walk with the Lord. And let's be honest, y'all, he's pretty popular and pretty. I think he's pretty wealthy, bro. He don't have to be on here doing these podcasts and all that or explaining nothing to nobody, bro. Think about it, Pocho. He ain't got to make a video and explain himself to anyone, bro. And yeah, they're gonna clown him. Yeah, they're gonna diss him. But like I said, bro, I do give him respect for coming out and saying so, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it takes a lot, especially for someone like him that has that kind of past and fan base, to come out and say basically, hey, I'm making a change in my life. He's talking grown folk talk. I like this video, bro. It was very powerful. They ran with it and Pastor Criminal guys, and they gave him every name in the book. But like I said, I listened to the message, bro. He's tired, bro. Any grown man in his right mind is going to get freaking tired of life, bro. Always in conflict and warfare. We want peace, bro. And it is attainable, once you find your walk with God. Your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I support him. I do think that he's overall, it's authentic, because if you remember, like every podcast he would start with a prayer, he would end it with a prayer. So he's had these.
Oh yeah, I remember that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's had these Christian vibes, and I think even some of his podcast started off with some of those values of trying to bring people together and connectedness, and so I don't think it's authentic. I mean, I do think it's authentic. I do think that this was kind of one of the camel that broke the camel, thing where
straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah,
there it is. My bad, but
yeah, it's all good.
Because I think that he just was like, "What am I doing interacting with this fool, the hater world?" And I'm gonna give him $10,000, and like,
That's
come on,
wild,
bro. Like,
bro.
I think he just caught himself, like, oh, bro. And see, like, that's the same thing. Like me, I caught. That's what was going on in the food community, a bunch of pettiness and a bunch of things where I was like, before I invest so much into this, let me just cut my losses and get up out of there, And recently they deleted all the videos with me on there, dog. Jenny's gone.
When did that
Ralphie
happen, bro?
Recently,
Hey, Pocho. Hey, man, I still want to talk about criminal, but bro, when did the hell did that happen? You noticed it?
I don't know. Yeah, I just went to go get a picture from me and drummer, and I went and I couldn't find the drummer interview, and then I looked up and all the videos are gone.
Hey, Pocho, do you think that they know what you're doing as far as your YouTube and even with this FOOS to Man podcast? Because we know that people be sending all kinds of screenshots of people. Do you think that they know about this?
Oh yeah, of course they do. I mean, they watch us, bro. I know that they watch us. I mean, I just got this 4.4, and one of their things is like at 2 point something. Like they're not winning, and I think that they're trying to when it's like when I quit drinking, bro, my disease, my sickness, the devil inside of me try to survive in any kind of way. The devil will try to survive in anything, from ego to the candy bar that you really like to Coca-Cola, and the ego will do anything to eat, get that
to feed it,
to feed, And so,
Amen.
And I think that they are seeing that, like they're sick, and me, when I came in there as a man of God and a man that walks with Jesus in his own way, they couldn't. And I'm somebody that when you have the Lord with you, your confidence, you don't let any you don't let like men take any space in your life, because you walk with the Lord, you know what you're doing, right? And so I was doing that there, and I think that why they're trying to like delete and do anything that they can to try to stop my greatness, I walk with the Lord, and they literally don't. They don't believe in they're not Christians. They don't believe in God.
Didn't you say they believe in some kind of weird?
Oh yeah, no, Icon follows Santeria. He talks. He has the necklace. He's like a devil worshiper.
Bro, I'm gonna say right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's demonic as a born again Christian. Yeah. Screw that, bro.
He is on God.
Pocho, I forgot you.
Hey, look at Bible, a Christian right here, man of God, born again Christian as well. I'm not a perfect one, but I am a Christian. I never met a perfect Christian actually.
But well, let's be honest, bro. Let me, I'm gonna say something real quick to everybody watching. Yeah. If we were perfect, we wouldn't need a perfect savior. So remember that, y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Man, wow.
And so that's why I cut my losses, bro, because I didn't want to be around that. But yeah, I think that they're just deleting things. They deleted the Gold Toes interview, the Jenny 69 interview, all that. Ralphie the Plug, all the ones that matter.
Bro, hold on. As a content creator, bro, that was not smart.
There's like hundreds of thousands of views.
Hey, Pocho, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. Look at you now. I see your videos, bro. Your audio's awesome. Your visuals. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You actually sound and look better than their content, bro. And that's not being a hater. That's being non-biased, just looking at the content, bro. You actually have leveled up your game, and they're deleting videos, bro.
Yeah, they're deleting videos, their audio's off and on, their cameras, battery goes off.
Oh damn,
I mean, it's just a whole thing over there. And then, bro, one thing I really wanted to bring up, bro, is that I don't know if you caught, bro, this piece on live when JfrmtheRiv on this new weird thing called the Crash Out Boys, but I guess they're trying to get back into crashing out because they missed the mark or something, but they were trying to disrespect JfrmtheRiv. Shout out to JfrmtheRiv
oh they
from
did.
Riverside. Yeah, because they were saying because JfrmtheRiv says he doesn't go to strip clubs and I don't go to strip
I
clubs.
saw that, bro.
Yeah, and he was
Pocho.
defending the right that, and let's put it this way: the one kid who's not Latino on the full community, the one kid that actually looks somewhat photogenic and takes care of
Yeah,
himself, is talking to three Latino fat men who are some 5, 10, 15 years older than him, and they're trying to tell him that he should go to strip clubs and he's a bad guy for not going to a strip club. And this little white kid has to defend himself as a man, because JfrmtheRiv is not a fool, he is a man, against a bunch of fat fools that can't get girls, so they have to go to strip clubs just to pay them to give
bro.
them a little attention. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, shows you that these fools are not honorable, and they can't
Wow,
even, if you're a man and you can't get a woman, you're not a man. Nino has a woman. I have a woman. JfrmtheRiv has a woman. Think about this. Look at Nino's healthy looking. I'm healthy looking. JfrmtheRiv is healthy looking. Icon's not healthy looking. You can't see Juan, but that guy is fat, hairy, and ugly on top of it. And Godsmoke is fat, ugly, and just annoying. So it's just a bunch of fat fools at the food community disrespecting a young, honorable man who is a family man, who doesn't drink, who doesn't go to strip clubs, who's the
bro.
only one in that circle that owns a house
Oh,
and has more followers than all of them put together. I don't even
he's
know
a
why
star.
JfrmtheRiv is over there. But shout out to
Okay,
JfrmtheRiv. Keep being you. You're a man of God. Jesus saves.
hey, let me
My
ask
bad.
you
I
how,
was gonna ask you if you saw that and your thoughts on it.
bro. Thank you, alley oop over here, bro. I did, and I forgot about it. Very telling. Someone that practices Santa, what's it called?
Santaria.
Santaria, right? Witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo. Shame on that. Someone that does that, bro, and then they're clowning him. Before I give my thoughts on that, bro, how long do you think that JfrmtheRiv will actually be on the food community? I see sooner or later he's gonna leave. Your thoughts, real quick.
What's crazy is that he got a full community tattoo on him, which I would never do.
Oh,
That's wild, and I still don't understand why he did that when he didn't need them. He doesn't need them. I think that actually the full community is hurting him because he could talk to a whole group of people instead of just a small
you know
group.
what?
He's like the Chicano rap thing. When he's a white boy, he could be Eminem of the content world.
Well,
So JfrmtheRiv, you could be Eminem of the content world, but you're over here trying to be Mr. I don't want to say criminal because he's cool, but like a Chicano rapper over here. So come on, stand up, JfrmtheRiv. But again, your thoughts on it a
okay,
little bit more.
bro. I'm gonna say right now, shame on food community, bro, for pushing that. And I forgot I even watched them like, man, look at this fool like giving them the business, bro. Like shout out, I'm gonna say right now, shout out
Gave him
JfrmtheRiv,
the
man,
business.
bro. I got a lot of respect for you, bro, because I saw the back and forth. And Pocho, I'm gonna be honest, Crash Out Boys, I don't know, that kind of sounds a little, I don't know if they it's a little copying over here. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, no shots fired. But the first thing when I saw Crash Out Boys, I said, that's kind of I don't know. I don't know if you saw similarities, bro. I'll leave it at that. But I'll say this. JfrmtheRiv gave them the business, bro. And to be honest, there's nothing to glorify about men going to the script. And let's be honest, y'all. The script, in my opinion, is borderline pimpish. I don't want to watch my words here. There's actual women that are ST'd, trafficked. I want to be careful here.
Yep,
And
yep.
places like the strip club, we all know what happens at a strip club. Nothing good happens there. There's nowhere for a married man to be. I know people in my city at the Jags. People done got smoked, go to prison because of it. The tuition that happens in the back. There's nothing good about a strip club, and it's pretty sorry, bro, that you're telling me, reminding me of that. These guys are basically trying to how do I say it, bro? They're trying to poison JfrmtheRiv and his mindset, trying to berate him. Okay, of course, if you like to go be a pervert, you're not gonna agree with this point of view. But if you are someone with any kind of morality about yourself, you're gonna know what we're saying is true. The way they did him and the way they kept trying to like get on him to denounce being married or whatever they were trying to do, shame on them for that crap. Because if anything, someone with the wife, like what he was saying, that he even said it, bro. Like, what kind of man wants to do that? I'd rather be at home with my kids. Bro, that's me. I see you, bro. You
Yeah, I
want
would
to
rather
be
be
with
with
your
my
kid.
wife.
Bro, who wants to live like that, bro? Where you're in a place of debauchery, sin, filth, and wickedness. Clown on us all you want. Say that we don't want to go to the script. I don't want to go. I want nothing to do with it. But it's pretty
Me
messed up,
neither.
y'all, that they're basically poisoning this young man and trying to berate him. But thankfully, bro, he held his ground. And I salute
He
Jay
did.
the Riv for being a real man. Because I'm going to tell you something, one more thing. Women that are on social media showing their cleavage and all that, y'all, come on. Real men see past that. Most of the perverts just lust and long for that. But a real man will see through all that, y'all. And a real man, to be honest, is not going to sit there and let his mind dwell on lust. He's going to think about his wife. And I think about myself, bro. I'm infatuated with my wife, bro. That's who I want to be with all day, every day. And even when there's temptation or women on the internet, bro, I've already gotten to the point where I just push past that. And I already know, bro, what matters is my love for my wife. Again, fools ain't going to understand this message. Real men will. Final thoughts on that, bro. Go ahead. Wow.
Yeah. I just want to, Riv, if you see this, I might even have to put him in the title so he does. And I just feel like, Riv, you have a lot to offer the world, and you're better than that. And just follow God and follow, the steps that helped you get out of the situation you were in. Because I followed those same steps, bro. One day at a time. We get better, we get beautiful, and we get bold. So just go and be bold with your prayer and with your walk with the Lord,
Amen.
like I am. And I do it in a different way, and you might not think, but I really do have a lot of. If you see how I'm speaking, Riv, you're going to see that I'm coming from a lot of Christian values and promises. And I promise you, Jay the Riv, you keep being that yourself like that, and you're going to be fine. So shout out to him.
Shout out, man. Great point. Okay, so we talked about that. We talked about criminal, bro. Do you think that Blue Devil's taking it too far with the way he's dragging criminal? And I see some other guys kind of drag him a little bit. Your thoughts on that, bro? I wanted to ask you before we move on from the criminal situation.
Nah, I just feel like criminal kind of asked for it. He jumped into this space, and especially if you're gonna jump into the podcast space, bro. Like, it's one thing to be a rapper and they be dissing each other. The podcasters, we don't need to rap. We can just speak to each other. So I just think that he didn't know what he was getting into. It got a little deep waters for him, and he jumped up out of the pool. He jumped out of the game, and said, "Hey, this isn't for me." And hey, salute to you. Just my whole thing, though, criminal, is now that you're going that way, stay over there,
All
though,
that way.
criminal. Like, I'm a Christian. I've never stopped since I became a born again Christian and got baptized in a church, like with a pastor,
Wow.
in water, like all that. Like, I have never renounced, like, or denounced or anything my Christianity. So I went over there and I stayed over there. So if you're gonna come over here with us, just stay over here. Don't go back later though, and like back and forth, because that's when I'm like, I will pray for you, but I can't mess with you. I can't, I can pray with you from a distance, because I just can't stand Christians that are kind of back and forth with it. You don't gotta be. You can be as problematic as you want, but I just love it when you're still saying, I am trying to walk with the Lord, man, no matter what,
Amen.
and you're not giving up. So amen to that. So just do your thing, hater world. I mean, that's what he does. I think it's funny. I actually haven't watched the whole video, but I watched a little bit of the live when he was talking about it. And
It
I
was pretty
mean, I just
good.
think that,
It was
yeah,
entertaining. I'm
he's
not
done
gonna lie.
really good. I like when he talks about me, so I take it as a compliment. I don't take this internet like how some people. I think honestly, I think Mr. Criminal, he's a little older than us, and so because of that, he takes the internet very personal, and I think that that's what happened. Is he
Interesting.
took it really personal.
Okay, let me ask you this
Your thoughts?
because, well, what I want to say real quick about Blue Devil, bro. Do you think, and I kind of agree with him somewhat, do you think that Blue Devil said this, and I've heard him say this before. Blue Devil has some gems too, bro. I'll give it props, and I ain't gonna lie, we could probably make a lot of content about Blue Devil if we really wanted to go that route. He's something to watch. But I'm gonna say this: he said this before, and I think this resonated, bro. He said that and some guest said this when they called in. He said that Mr. Criminal, bro, started to fall off, kind of what you said about being old. He started to fall off once he started making the podcast, because once the podcast came out, his rap facade or his rap mystery. It's like when you meet your legend, you meet your biggest legends. Sometimes it's a dud. He said that basically Mr. Criminal fell off whenever he started doing his podcast because people started seeing him, the real him, bro. Do you think that there was a detriment once Mr. Criminal started doing podcasts, even though he had amazing visuals, great audio, he had a great show, bro? What are your thoughts about BD saying that, and even others agreeing that it was a downfall for Mr. Criminal when he started podcasting, bro?
Yeah. I just think that things that in Mr. Criminal's life, he hasn't worked out yet. And so because the problem is when you don't work those things out, they come out, right? Like he was doing things for clout. He was starting to create the reason why Cuete, shout out to Cuete, man. His energy is off the hook. I like his energy though.
Oh, that fool rolling with the strap. That fool rolling with the strap, bro. That was kind of
yeah, go for it.
Austin, that's kind of incriminating, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know it's a little too much for me, but I do like that he, the song it's pretty good, this song, and I mean he stayed, like my whole thing is just staying consistent. So shout out to Cuete. I do like that he stayed consistent, and he said F icon just for fun. But I would say that Mr. Criminal has some things to work out. I think that Mr. Criminal wants to be like more famous than he is, basically, or he wants the acknowledgement that he's more famous than he is, or that he's a legend in his own time. And I don't think that he actually is a legend in that way. I mean, he's a legend in Chicano rap, but God, I can't tell you how nobody up here knows who he is. I mean, I could just ask anybody, and I know it would take me years to find somebody that knew who Mr. Criminal was out here. So he's not a legend, bro. And I think that you're too thirsty. Like he wanted it too much, and he has like a thirsty personality, sad to say. So I just felt like his personality came out in podcasting.
Damn.
If people don't like your personality, they kind of can see through it. And like he wasn't around his homies, and he was, I mean, Mr. Criminal, but he's never been to prison. And I'm not like me, I'm Pocho. I don't try to act like I'm a hardcore gangster, and I denounce prison as much as I can, but you can't act tough and then not be tough. And I just think Mr. Criminal's not a tough guy. He seems like a really nice guy named Gary or something, and he should go back to the valley and, with his wife and his kids and just have a good life and stop all of it. I think he should stop rapping because I think he's a horrible rapper. He always does the and Cuete showed that he's a faster rapper than him. So Mr. Criminal's popular thing is that he can rap really fast, but then we just saw that hella people can rap faster than him. And I'm sorry, I will just say this is I lost a little respect for him, bro, because look, he doesn't go back and forth. He does, like, it's a competitive sport. Hip-hop podcasting and hip-hop podcasting especially, you should have went back at everybody, bro. Mr. Crimes, you should have attacked Hater World. You should have went at Cuete. You should have went at all these fools. If you notice it, bro, anybody that I deem respected enough, higher level, I'm going at them. Every single Bozo got knocked down. Playgirl got knocked down. Opina got knocked down. Hater World got knocked down. The Fool Comedian got knocked down. All these fools got knocked down, and they don't. I'm the last. I've had the last word. I've had the last word. And every comment of every troll, I'm petty like that. I just want you guys to look at every comment that is on my YouTube, and I get a lot of comments. On this comments, I have over 270 comments.
Whoa.
On this last YouTube.
On that video. And less than 24 hours. Go ahead.
Less than 24 hours. I'm getting close to 5,000 views and over 250 comments, and I've answered every single one of those. And I want you troll to know that I'm petty like that. I troll every troll, and I've got the last word on everything I've done on the internet. And that's what Mr. Crimes should have done, because I'm all in, Mr. Criminal. Are you all in? I'm all in with Jesus and with the internet.
Okay, Pocho, I got to ask this, but I didn't want to ask this, but do you think that being petty like that could be a detriment, bro? Go ahead.
Yes, if you are not a man of God. See, okay. I have Jesus in my life, and I can put these like in little boxes, like, and so if you're not connected to a higher source, this internet will and will knock you down. And being petty overall is not a good thing, but sad to say, on the internet it can be, because it just makes you always willing to fight back, kind of, and go at everybody. And I feel that I've gone at back. There's not one person out there that I feel that was worthy, at least, because there's some people I don't respond to, like how you were saying. I'm not going to respond to the upstate point of view. That's below me. But anybody that's like I've responded to all of them, and they all have, basically called me daddy in one way or another, respectfully.
Interesting. Hey, homeboy got the food stick out. Hey, okay, let's get back to, bro. I just want to say something, bro. Just imagine, man. Well, I guess I'm gonna wind it down here in a minute, but just imagine that all these fools got their ish together, bro. Like where they could be at, what level they could hit, bro. If they really just, leveled up, bro. That's the point. Like me, I'm already taking sponsors and add, partnerships with people for my content, trying to do this full time eventually, hopefully. Like there's a bag to get on social media, bro. Let's touch on this. This is gonna segue from the raza, for lack of better words, bro. You seen it with they getting petty, bro. Rick Ross and Drake, bro. Your thoughts on everything? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, just watch out, Rick Ross, because Drake be retiring fools. What's his face? What's the homie from Philly? He retired that fool. He's never been the
Meek
same
Mill,
since. Yeah,
P
I don't
Diddy.
think. Yeah, no Diddy. Hey, he hasn't been the same since. You know what I mean? What was that song? Back at man, back to back. Yeah, he killed him in that one. So shout out to Drake. I don't know. I'm more of a Drake fan because I don't like Rick Ross because I grew up in the West Coast and I know the real Rick Ross. You know what I mean? And so that's just a side note. But I think Drake is gonna killing him. And also even on the higher level, like how can, and I'm jumping around a little bit, but also in the same kind of world as J. Cole apologizing and he started the funk. It's like I don't know what's going on with hip hop. Why we can't go back at each other in a way that's fun. I like the reason why I like Drake is I think he's so at the top, but he's still petty, and this is where I think pettiness works. Where he's not scared to come down and knock down these fools that are a little bit lower than him, but still at a somewhat competitive thing. And we're speaking about them, and think of we're talking about them to brown men, and all the other people are speaking on them. So it's a great marketing tool. I do think that
Yeah.
Drake has some of the best marketing tools to become state. I mean, I don't know anybody that has this long of a run. I mean, I was in my early mid 20s and I'm 41, and I was in my late 20s maybe when Drake was starting to get popular, and Drake's still more popular than ever. And I'm 41 years old. I just turned 41. So this guy Drake is doing his thing. Shout out to Drake, and I'm on his side on this, and I'm on Kendrick Lamar's side when it comes to J. Cole. Your
And
thoughts?
I'll just say this, bro. Like I said, I don't even listen to rap, but I know these are people been telling me to do a video about it. I probably won't do a video, but I'll say this: pretty petty, yes. Talented Drake, yes. Rick Ross lying, yes. He said he only a officer for two. I forgot how many months, bro. There's a video. 1090 Jake done got involved. Like, bro, this is looking bad for Rick Ross. You know what? Own it, bro. If it was me,
Yeah,
I'll be like, yeah, yeah. I was a correctional officer getting money,
I was
getting
getting
paid.
paid.
I mean,
They
what's wrong
get
with
paid
making
good.
money, bro? Anyways, the point is, bro, I think one of the worst shots that Drake took at Rick Ross was showing his mansion. You know what? I think maybe Ross got a little humbled by that actual said post, because even when I saw it, I said, he's got a point there. Rick Ross, you would think he lives on this luxurious piece of property, which he does. Okay, let's get this right. I'm not trying to talk down on him, but God bless America, right? A country where a man like Ross can have this kind of said property. But Drake shows a picture of his property and says, "You don't even own the land next to you. You're crunched in on brand, basically, with the property that doesn't even go that far out. Doesn't It's not a sprawling property on a bunch of acres, even though it is. Even though the guy is living a life of luxury, way richer than me. But the point is, I think that Ross probably got a little bit of humble pie, bro, because that picture did bring up Drake's point that, hey, Rick Ross is balling, but he ain't, I think, balling on the level like he tries to portray. Again, own it if you own it, but if you don't, then you don't. And ain't nothing wrong with being honest about it. But I think Drake really nailed it to Ross, bro, with that picture of him kind of scrunched in. I was like, damn, he does look kind of scrunched in that little property, which is actually big. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I just think it's like fools to men. Like I think Rick Ross is a fool and Drake's a man. Like Rick Ross tried to play a game and Drake had to put him in his place and father him like I fathered Lefty, like I fathered Bozo. Like this Drake straight fathered Rick Ross. And I think that he fathered Meek Mill. He keeps fathering fools. He fathered his son, to a was it a porn star or a stripper or something? I don't know, man. But it's a trip because I just think it's a trip that he's still kind of wild while remaining on top, even though. And I think, he's winning, and I don't know. I just think it's funny that this, what I mean about the fool thing is that everybody's always trying to present themselves as more than they are.
Yeah.
Why can't you be okay with what
Be
you are?
yourself. Yeah.
And yeah, be yourself, bro. I'm right here. At least I have a garage. I love my garage, and everything that I've created, people, and you saw, and you've helped me too, slowly build, and that's what we do as men, build, you know. And so I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I do like Rick Ross's music overall. There's some bangers. I'm not gonna lie, overall, and especially when I was in the club back in the day. But overall, Drake is just he got it. He got it all, and you know, from all the brand deals that he has to just his stage presence to his music to his team. I just believe on every level Drake has beat Rick Ross out, and he fathered him in that interaction.
Okay. Appreciate that train of thought. Let me talk about this, Pocho, before we end the live. You had a pretty good story, bro. What's the deal with you made a story now I'm going blank real quick. You made a story about no jumper. Basically, you know, and I don't like DJ Vlad or Adam 22. I'm not a fan whatsoever, right? My point of view. But bro, you shared a story of DJ Vlad interviewing Adam 22, which I say he's probably two of the biggest heavyweights on YouTube. Like him, love him or hate him, salute him or shoot him. But the point is, these two guys are some of the biggest. And Adam 22's talking about the absurdity of what they're trying to paint him as, putting two groups of California against each other. Pocho, we got a little bit of time left. Touch on that, bro. You're the only person I saw that shared that and had a pretty good take on that. Go ahead.
Hey, if we shared the audio, would it be bad?
Yeah, probably might. It ain't gonna be good, bro. DJ
Yeah,
Vlad was like some
Adam.
strike.
Yeah, forget it. So what I'll just say is that,
Go ahead.
give context. Adam 22 was on Vlad TV. Shout out to both of them. They both inspired me. And shout out to Vlad because he's from the Bay, Berkeley. But he basically said that.
Hey, bro. He always says he's from the Bay, bro.
No, he really is though. He really is.
Hey,
He's
but
from the same.
okay. Well, I thought he wasn't. Well, he always says he is. People clown him that he says he is, but he's not. But I guess you do vouch for it. I'll take your word for it, bro. Continue. My bad.
Well, okay, he's not. He wasn't born in the Bay, but if you go to high, I believe if you go to junior high and high school into a place, you're kind of from there because
Okay.
that's kind of where you get your testosterone. You know, you go through your teenage stages. So he went to high school and college in that, but so we're gonna claim him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna claim him, but he was definitely not born in the Bay. But hey, people, I was born in the South. I was born in Oxnard. I was born by LA actually. So back to this situation. So basically, Adam breaks down exactly what I've been trying to tell people, bro, that major platforms are not going to mess with you if you keep bringing gang politics into grown business. Gangs are for little kids. Most of us that were real gangsters joined when we were 10, 11, and 12 years old. If you had joined a gang after 18, you're an idiot, straight idiot. You know what I mean? Like Icon, you joined a gang at 24 because he was scared in jail. Anyway, I digress. Damn. I know. But
Go ahead.
So Adam was basically saying that all he did was interview a rapper from Northern California, but the full pages and the Mexican pages all
Everybody
went crazy and said that he was starting a gang war between North and South. And this is what I mean, people, how sad it is that it's not white people supposedly or this government or Trumpers or this or that are attacking it's our own, bro.
wow.
Like Adam 22 is trying to help people. He's interviewing good rappers from everywhere. And we, not him, not No Jumper, but the full pages, throw all the extras on it so that Adam eventually might not want to ever interview any Hispanic rappers from each side because who wants to deal with all this full buffoonery and full hater stuff, you know? And so basically, shout out to Adam for just breaking that little piece down. It's on my Instagram, official_Pocho. It'll probably be gone by the time you see it, but you can go check it on the Vlad TV with Adam 22 recently. It was just perfect, bro. Your thoughts?
He's talking to Vlad, bro, and telling him this. I don't care what anybody got to say, any side. That's not a good look. DJ Vlad, I mean, of course he likes to get controversy, bro, but he ain't dumb. You know, it wasn't like Adam 22 was saying something very good about the situation. He was basically talking bad about the content he just made, and he's talking to one of the other biggest channels in YouTube history, y'all. Come on, everybody, get your together. That does not look very good. And you know what? I don't even know if we lump ourselves into the category, but man, but shame on everybody that you know uses that content to push the narrative of like a East Coast West Coast divide, bro. Right? Like it's something similar, I would say, and people got hurt in that situation, you know. So the point is, bro, content wise, not a good look because I mean, he's talking to Vlad. And then if you think about it, if Vlad got a hold of the clip with Lefty Gunplay and Lucky, imagine that, bro. You know? I mean, yes, he might get an interview here or there, but where's the ceiling, ladies and gentlemen? How high are you going to go in life if you stay, messing with lameoids and low vibration, however they want to call it, kind of folks and content, y'all? Don't you want to elevate? Then again, some people never do and never will. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's Fools to Men, episode 3. Final words, Pocho, go ahead.
Hey, everybody, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, support both of us from West Texas to the Bay Area. We got love for LA, Miami, New York, Chicago, the whole world.
Bro.
Basically, we are just trying to be the voice of reason between fools and men, and this process that takes you from being a fool to a man. And we're just going to keep pushing people to question if they're a fool or a man in 2024. So I thank you. I salute you. And thank you, Nino America, for helping me take myself more serious so I can support my people. I appreciate you.
And we're out.